And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Market Recap, Wednesday, August the 10th. I'm John. Thanks for trusting me with your time. Hopefully you had a good trading day. Well, we certainly had some things go on early this morning with that CPI number that came out. Stocks really extended the recent gains that they've enjoyed after that encouraging report on the CPI number. The S&P's unofficially closed up 2%, up about 84 points. NASDAQ up again, unofficially up about 2.8%, around 360 points higher, and the Dow lagging, only up 1.6%, but up about 500 points. As far as the other news and the things that came out, I'm kind of focusing on what the talking Fed said today. We had Evans speaking earlier. He said they should have started raising rates 6 months before they did, and I think a lot of people would probably agree with that. Expects economic growth to ensue next year and to be about 1.5 to 2%, which would be great. Neil Kashkari, which I love that name for a Fed member, he was pleased with today's numbers, he said, but still far, in quotes, far away from declaring victory on inflation. Today's CPI does not change the path on rates. So we've got that to look forward to. As far as what the markets did today, crude inventories was a pretty big boost to the upside. 5.45 million barrel boost, as a matter of fact. Gasoline, however, was a draw, 4.97 million barrels. So we saw some pretty good gyrations in the crude oil market today. The E-mini S&P and the NASDAQ, the E-mini broke out above that weekly kickoff high and held. The NASDAQ still pushing up against its weekly kickoff high. Remember, there's very similar markets, but in different situations. We'll see that on the charts very shortly. Gold has trouble holding early gains for the day, which it seems to be having trouble holding gains for the past few months. The euro digests some time. Excuse me, my goodness. Digest a little time above that long-term weekly kickoff high. The 10-year stays in balance for the fourth day, and the natural gas runs to the upper extreme of balance. Again, we'll see all this on the charts as we go through the recap. Hoping you had a good trading day. As always, make sure you hit the lucky like button, share, comment, question, feedback, and love are always welcome here, as well as a good heckling. I can certainly use that. And subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notified when we do go live. Good afternoon, Tachyon. I'm pleased that our Discord has kind of reincited your motivation to get into trading. You're bouncing back down 72 today for the practice account. Not bad. You know, I think motivation kind of ebbs and flows. A lot of it has to do with our recent outcomes. I know that I've quit this business probably 1,000, if not more times, and I always seem to just keep coming back. Scott saw and he conquered. Vince, good to see you this afternoon. Pete, greetings to you. Charles March. Tough day to trade, Charles says. Sat on the sidelines. Nothing really showed up that fit my plan, so no active trade was my trade. Good choice. Charles, we say it all the time. You know, traders think that they, in order to call themselves traders, they'd better damn well be trading, and nothing could be further from the truth, if you ask me. If nothing lines up, if your strategy's not in line with the market state or vice versa, maybe you're just not seeing things well, you're probably much better off sitting it out and just watching and see what you can learn for the day. Glitter Sandwich, good afternoon. just sat and watched all day too. That's okay. All right. You're still a trader. Frederico, good afternoon. Rob Crust, good afternoon. George, good afternoon. Tradies, and Lacey's running around here somewhere. She was just zooming. DA, good afternoon. Traders, difficult day today. Jumped to micros to try out a couple of trades. $100 up today. Good day still. Any day where you don't lose money is a good day, right? Bill Phillips, good afternoon. Randall Welton, good afternoon. That's a name that I'm not sure I've seen before. Randall, welcome to the recap. Hopefully we'll see you on the forecast and make Hogue money tomorrow. Haggle Matters, nice trading opportunities today. Good. You know, things always look different to everybody. That's what makes these markets so vital and so good, is that difference of opinion. Some people see things, some people don't see things. Again, you're better off with you're better off waiting if you're not seeing things well, right? Chilling with Dylan. Good to see you. Joe, still tolling away at step 1. It's okay, or step 2, I should say. It's okay. Take your time. Get through it. Halfway through step 2 combine, Chris Johnson. Nice job. How does someone join the Discord? There is a link on our YouTube channel underneath, I think, the screen here somewhere that has the link to get into our Discord channel. Denise, good afternoon. Frederico, good to not trade, but we have to pay the bills here. Yeah, well, that is true. That is true. But better to pay the bills with profitable trades than not pay the bills without, right? Howdy, Brody. It's good to see you. We're still, I think, waiting for some information from Disney, who is supposed to be, there it is. It's out now. They've beat expectations on earnings per share as well as revenue. I think that was largely expected. Was that earlier? Yeah, that was just now. Still waiting for a lot of earnings yet to come out this afternoon, mostly smaller, but again, a long list of companies releasing earnings today. Tomorrow, jobless claims as usual at 7:30 tomorrow morning, and we have the PPI final demand tomorrow, which at 7:30, same time as the jobless claims. Probably not going to be all that impactful unless there's a big change in what the preliminary was. And of course, we've got the natural gas due out tomorrow at 9:30 Central. All right. DA, I think my whiskey goggles have helped. Well, good. Allie, it's my pleasure. Jan R., good afternoon. So yeah, tomorrow is Make Hogue Money. We're going to be doing it as usual in the Zoom meeting. You can you can register to get into the Zoom meeting. We're also going to be broadcasting it on YouTube tomorrow. Now, if you're watching it on YouTube, you will not have the ability to vote for trades. We'll be trying to keep track of the chat in both the Zoom meeting and the chat on YouTube. And it shouldn't change things too much. We're just going to see how things go with that for a little while, and looking forward to expanding it if that's what the call is. If that's what people want, that's what we will get for the people. So tomorrow, our first dual broadcast from Make Hogue Money. Bring your knowledgeable trader with you. And let's jump into the charts. Let's take a look and see what happened today. And here's the daily in crude. So we know we're coming into rollover, and I think we did have some pretty decent movement today, but all of it really kind of inside of the area of balance. We've got yesterday's high, we've got Monday's low, and we've been pretty much inside of it all day. So here's the numbers. The knee jerk was to the downside, basically right to our trend line. We were looking for some fish down here, and this ended up being the best trade location for the day down at this level, because even with the crude oil increase in stocks here by 5.4 million barrels, gasoline inventories didn't do so well. So I think a little bit of that conflicting information, some possible good economic news sent prices to the other extreme of balance. The S&Ps, we had a big jump to the upside. We never really did get the opportunity to test back down to weekly kickoff high, which I was looking forward to. We just kind of looked higher and then ground higher the rest of the day. Doesn't it seem like today was one of those days like we saw all last year where the market would open, put in a low, and then grind shorts into pulp for the rest of the day? So what it felt like to me. Here's the 730 number, pow, opening, putting in the low, and then just grinding higher throughout the day, finally putting in a new high at the end of the day. Not much of a spike there, but we'll see what that looks like tomorrow. NASDAQ, similar situation, but different. Let's look at the S&Ps again. S&Ps just breaking out now of this sticky area here and a weekly kickoff high. NASDAQ is up here. NASDAQ has been presenting as stronger, similar but different. So, Monday we took a look up to weekly kickoff high. We didn't quite get there. Didn't quite get there today. Here's the spot we were just pointing out in the S&Ps. Here's where the S&Ps just broke out of. We've been holding above that in the NASDAQ for 5 or 6 sessions now. Take a look at the 30. Still in range. We had the big pop. We weren't able to take out Monday's high. Not able to take out the weekly kickoff high. The market maybe got a little ahead of itself. It'll be interesting to see what the open interest is tomorrow morning. Watch the forecast. As always, we always check that. Here's gold. Man, I was looking forward to some continuation to the upside for some of my friends that are long gold. Didn't quite get to happen, but we are still holding upside structure. The auction to the upside has not finished just yet, or so it seems. Might look like it on the daily chart here. We've been unable to really maintain much time above last week's high. Here's last week's high. Just closed just above it Monday. Just above it Tuesday. Here's today. Did we close above it? Yeah, we did close above it. So we did manage a higher close. But still, where's the momentum? Where are the buyers? Euro, finally we get a good breakout above weekly kickoff high. We've been looking at this level as just really a good supply level. Lots of sellers up here. We took them out last night, or this morning, I should say, on the CPI numbers. Here it is. And my dream job, my dream level today was to get them pushed back down to this weekly kickoff high to look for an opportunity down there. We did not quite get there. And don't forget, the things that don't happen can be as important as the things that do. We have to see how we did as far as open interest in this market as well. 10-year didn't really do all that much. A lot of knee-jerk, but we're still holding our structure, still kind of in short time frame control here. Here's our knee-jerk to the upside, which really just took price back into balance, back into range from yesterday, the previous day. Just a good push, unable to take out that high, and right back down. And I don't know what gets into this natural gas from time to time. I don't see news about it. It just seems to rip when it wants to rip. Still range bound here, though. We looked at this as, the low of the balance area, high of the balance area. We're still inside of that. So even though there was a good rip to the upside and probably a lot of pain for shorts, this was quite the move to the upside. And on what? I don't know. It looks like we had a kind of a poor low yesterday. We didn't quite get to that. That's important information. I'm so glad I don't trade this. And we were talking in group coaching today about, if you are a profile trader, market profile, volume profile, it's a transferable skill. You can kind of use the same information because of the auction process is the same. I mean, all of these markets have one thing in common, and they are never-ending auction processes, two-sided, never-ending auction processes that occur in just about infinite time frames. So once you understand that, sometimes you're able to use the tools that you're looking at from one product and apply them to another product if you're looking at them the same way as an auction. But the natural gas just seems like more of an enigma to me than a lot of these other markets that we're trading. So I've only traded, I think, nat gas twice this year, and it was just because there was a specific situation that warranted action that I caught. Probably a lot of action warranted that I don't catch because I'm focusing on other products, but that nat gas is a vicious one. Albert, my pleasure, Albert. Steve, micros save lives. New rule: slowly grind up my balance with micros before trading minis. Not a bad idea. Jackalope Hunter got stopped out so many times in the chop. Ended break even though, so definitely could be worse for sure. Where are the buyers is a good question, right? There's a gremlin in the back. Yeah, that's the good gremlin. That's Gizmo. I caught the bad gremlin. We haven't seen him around here lately, and I'm hoping we don't. All right. So, kind of cool in this day in history. 1937, August 10th, the first ever electric guitar patent was awarded to Electro String Corporation. The inventor, Beauchamp, with partner Rickenbacker and the Electro String Instrument Corporation of Los Angeles, California, spent more than 5 years pursuing its patent on the frying pan. That's what the guitar was called. But it was possible to pick up sound waves by creating strings vibration by converting those waves into electric current. So today is the birth of the first ever patent for the electric guitar. Speaking of music, today's my son's birthday. It's also the birthday of Ronnie Spector. James Griffin, who was a singer and guitarist and songwriter for the band Bread, one of my old favorites. Also, get a lot of guitar-related stuff today. And today's 1909. Leo Fender was born. He founded the Fender Electric Instrument Manufacturing Company. The Fender Telecaster, 1949, was the first mass-produced electric guitar. The Strat came in 1954, among the most iconic electric guitars. And the Fender Precision Bass, 1951, set the standard for electric bass guitars. In 2002 today, Lisa Marie Presley married Nicolas Cage in Hawaii. The marriage lasted for 4 months. Something else cool here I saw. In 1985, Money for Nothing by Dire Straits peaked at number 4 on the UK singles chart today. In 1969, on this day, during a North American tour, Led Zeppelin appeared at the San Diego Sports Arena. Jethro Tull were the support act, and it happens to be Ian Anderson's birthday today. I missed that. 1947, the songwriter, singer, and flautist from Jethro Tull. It's his birthday today. Lots of other stuff and more stuff. And that's probably about enough. Appreciate everybody coming and hanging out today and all your thoughts and questions and ideas. Neil funded today. Small loss, hoping for better days ahead. Stick with your process. Adam Adamowitz, Elite Trader. I can have 20 accounts. Yeah, we're always open to suggestions, Adam. Why don't you send that suggestion to our support team, support@TopStep. He might be. I don't think so, but all right. So you can have 20 accounts at Elite Trader, but none of them are actively funded. You're probably trading sim accounts. All right. DA, it's my pleasure. All right. On that note, let's call this a recap. Looking forward to the rest of the week. It's great to be back with everybody, and looking forward to more fun and excitement as the week goes on. So get some good rest tonight. I'm going to go celebrate my son's birthday. He's 23. My guy. Jackalope, the family's okay. A rough time there, but so far things have ironed out, and so back to work and keeping our fingers crossed and our mind in prayer. So have a good night. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Think about world peace and peace inside yourself, and get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow morning on the market forecast. Maybe we'll have a little fun on Make Hogue Money tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you there. Yeah, take out your strat tonight. There you go. All right. Blessings, everyone. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.